My name is Kiana, I'm 23, and I work as a graduate assistant researcher.
My name is Aramis, I'm 26 years old, and I'm in real estate school.
So what I'm looking for is somebody that I would be compatible with in all aspects, something that keeps me going, is ambitious, that wants me to strive for more, and just as I would want him to strive for more. Humor definitely has to be there, and number one, he has to be a man of God. So
I'm looking for a woman who's sold out for God, who's spontaneous, adventurous, and keeps herself up appearance-wise. So where you from?
So I'm originally from Arkansas, but I've lived here long enough where I consider myself a Texan, so it's been a few years. What about you?
I'm originally from Kansas City, but I'm a military brat, so I move around a lot. And I've been here since 2012.
Okay, so like Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas?
Kansas, more on Kansas side.
Kansas, okay. My brother went to school. He played for KU, so I made lots of trips up there.
That's nice, that's nice.
Yeah.
I love her braided hairstyle. It's really dope. I also love the jacket. I love the color. Not too dark, not too bright. It was just perfect.
Well, what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, before the pandemic started, I was a very outdoorsy person. I like to go out, go hiking, go to the gym, all that type of stuff.
Okay.
After the pandemic hit, I just sit in my house and I just read all day. Reading my CV, actually. What about you?
Reading?
One book that I'm reading, well, of course, the Bible. I read the Bible a lot. Another book that I've read is called The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. That's another book. And
he likes to read a lot of books, which I enjoy as well. So I definitely think that we could connect over a few different books.
That's what I'm currently reading right now.
Okay.
What about you? What you like to do for fun?
Definitely an outdoorsy person. Grew up tomboy all my life, so I'm in sports. UFC is like my favorite thing, so I'll watch that. I like to box, go hiking.
Oh, she like to box.
Yeah, so just putting it out there.
UFC, boxing? Hey, that caught me off guard. I kind of like that.
But no, I really like to paint, so I'm very artistic. I like to paint, play music. I was in drumline, so I got that in me. So
you got a favorite football team?
No, football's not my favorite sport. It's probably between like UFC and basketball. So
what's your favorite basketball team?
I like the Celtics, but only because only because me and my grandpa watched it all the time growing up. So I just have homage to them, and it's just nice watching their game for thinking about him, that kind of stuff. So
okay.
But yeah.
I don't know about the Celtics. I'm really into Celtics fan.
So what about you?
Football, I love NFL. My favorite football team is the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay, why?
The reason why, because I remember I was 10. My dad, he bought me Madden 2004. And the cover athlete was Michael Vick at the time.
Okay.
And so I always played with Atlanta. And ever since then, I've been a Falcons fan.
Okay.
Basketball, I can't really say what's my favorite basketball team. I got a lot of favorite players.
Yeah. So you're not on the bandwagon of?
Nah, I don't do bandwagons.
Okay.
I don't do bandwagons at all.
Gotcha. I definitely like his smile. He seems to be really sweet, a little bit reserved, but that's something that I kind of like as well. Really good to look at, not too hard on the eyes. So yeah.
All right, so I got a few questions here that I want to ask you. Is that good with you?
Good with me.
All right, question number 1. When was your last fight and what happened?
Like physical fight or?
Any kind of fight.
Ooh, I'd say probably not since I was a kid, maybe 10. I don't really get into altercations like that.
Okay.
But verbal fight, I'd probably say maybe a few months ago, but it was over sports, so it wasn't a real fight, but we were trying to decide who's the best player, so. But yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that.
So, do you have any bad habits?
I do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I say
Let me hear it.
One of my bad habits, it got to do with me driving. I got a bad habit of following too close behind people while I'm driving. And I never notice it until somebody says something.
So you the person that be riding people's tails?
Like I said, it's not intentional. I just be driving.
Okay.
I just be driving. Another bad habit while I'm driving is sometimes I tend to go a little bit further over the speed limit. I'll be driving.
A little speed demon, huh?
No, I'm not a speed demon. Sometimes I just be driving and I look down. I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to slow down.
Okay.
That's really about it.
Those aren't too bad, I guess.
Hey, not too bad. Another question I got is, I'm a Christian rapper. My music isn't good. How do you handle it?
How do I handle it?
Yeah. How would you handle me being a Christian rapper when my music is not in good taste?
I would probably just have to insert some bars of my own, help you out with that,
Okay.
Every now and then I get some inspiration. I spit a few lyrics, but yeah, definitely just help you kind of figure out where you're trying to go with it and help your lyrics connect if I can. Just encourage you through it, You don't have to be the best, but if you're the best for yourself, then that's all that really matters. So
That's not bad. That's not bad.
yeah. All right, so I got one. How many times do you drink alcohol per week? If not often or not at all, why not? Be honest.
You know what I mean? You want like my honest opinion?
Yep.
I mean, for one, it's not godly. It's not Christ-like to drink alcohol. Me being a man of God, I don't consume any alcohol. Like, no matter what it is, any alcoholic beverage, it's no go for me.
Okay.
That's me personally.
No alcohol, that's rare, but that's something that I really like. It's different and it shows that he does have self-discipline and is a little bit more conservative.
Is it more important for a man to be financially stable or emotionally in tune?
Have you been to therapy yet? Why or why not?
It makes you really look in yourself and answer questions that are really intrapersonal. And I think a lot of times we as guys don't do that. So
I can definitely see myself playing this game with somebody that I'm interested in, just to, see what their head is like, what they think about certain topics and dating in general.
Another question I have is, would you rather talk over the phone or text?
I'm not much of a texter, I'm gonna be honest. I probably prefer talking just because I can do other things. Like if I'm texting, I'm like really consumed, but if I'm talking, I can really like hear your tone. I can hear kind of what you mean by what you say. And I think it just allows more flow to the conversation, so.
Okay, all right, let me answer that. Talking on the phone or FaceTime?
FaceTime. I prefer to see a person's face when I talk to them as well, so.
Okay, we get somewhere.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, so would you bungee jump or skydive? Why or why not?
Skydive.
Ooh, okay, why?
For one, I've always wanted to bungee jump, but I feel like there's not enough excitement in bungee jumping. Because bungee jumping, you're probably jumping off of, let's say, the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. But that's only to like a certain extent. Skydive, you could jump 35, 40,000 feet in the air, and you could literally see the curvation of the earth. So I feel like there's more excitement in skydiving than bungee jumping.
I would agree. Yeah, that's good.
Another one that I got. If I wore a fake gold watch and a fake gold chain everywhere, how would you feel about it?
Everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere. Like the same fake Rolex, little fake diamond chain, little diamonds that keep popping out from the little gumball machine. How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't feel no type of way. I mean, if that's like your jewelry that you like, that's what you like. But I will say maybe I would help upgrade that just a little bit so that way you ain't got stuff popping off and make it a little bit more authentic because, we don't want it to be rusting and,
I'm not mad at
all
that.
that good stuff.
I'm
So,
not mad at that.
yeah, I just help you out with that.
Okay. Wow. It really seems like she's the type of female that'll build you up instead of tearing you down.
So I got some other cards that I want to ask you, okay?
Okay.
So how soon would you be willing to open up with the person you're dating about your deepest struggles?
As soon as I'll say about a month, because I feel that during that time, you truly know that person. You truly connect with that person. And I feel they wouldn't either judge you at all or they wouldn't judge you as hard as the opposite of somebody who just met you. If you tell them their deepest struggles, then yeah, they're gonna look at you like, okay, this dude got some serious problems. But that's just me. Another question I have is, your sibling is getting married to the same sex partner. Are you attending the wedding? Why or why not?
Ooh, I would say I would attend because that's my brother, and I not necessarily support everything that he does, but I'm always gonna be there for him in his corner. I think that it would be a little bit difficult for me just because of my views. My background, I wouldn't necessarily agree, but I think that I could still be there for him without, putting my perspective or ruining the day that he's planned. But I definitely would make it known that I may not necessarily agree or support of it, but I will always be there for him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a good answer.
Thanks. Okay, next question. What is one characteristic you have that can bring a challenge to your future spouse?
One characteristic that I have that'll bring a challenge
Mhm.
to my future spouse.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say you could give me a map or a globe,
Mhm.
and I would start naming off countries, and I want you to figure out if you know where those countries are. Because
Okay.
me, I'm big on geography. I love geography, and I could say a random country that I know for a fact 9 times out of 10 you don't know where it's at.
I know nothing about location, so yeah, I use a GPS everywhere.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
He's an army brat, which is interesting. So I'm pretty sure that's why he maybe likes geography, travels a lot, those kinds of things.
We're gonna finally do this intimacy challenge. On one side of the card, it's more relating to mental intimacy of the mind, and on the other side of the card, it's more relating to physical intimacy,
Okay.
the body.
You're a good friend to me because what is missing in our relationship?
One thing that I really want for us is
Saying I'm putting my phone down, make it clear I'm putting my phone down because I want to focus on you.
Is loneliness one of the reasons you desire marriage right now?
No, not at all. I think that you are never really alone. You have people all around you. I feel like for me, I have God with me, so I'm never alone,
Amen.
you know? So
Amen.
even though I may not necessarily have somebody in my life, he fulfills everything that I desire, and eventually he's gonna bring that person to me. So that's why I'm not in a rush
Okay.
for that. So
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So are there any personality traits that any of your exes have that you would desire in a wife?
No.
That was a hard no.
No. That's just right there.
Just
No.
straight up no.
Yes,
Okay.
straight up. No.
Said that fast.
I did. Would you marry a man who has come out of a life of homosexuality?
Come out of a life of homosexuality.
Yeah, like he just got delivered from being gay. And he's now hetero. Would you still date a man who was previously gay, but now he's not now that he found Christ?
I think I would, just because I don't want to judge him on his past before he was delivered, because the same grace that God gave him, I would want to give him as well.
Okay.
So I think it might be a little challenging to kind of wrap my head around.
Yeah.
But I think if he has God as that person that's kind of like brought him that deliverance, then I think that I should overlook that just as God would.
Okay.
So we have these signs. One says grow and stay. The other one says not today. So on the count of 3, we'll show them, okay?
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. You see me? Well, cool. I chose grow and stay because he seems like a really nice guy that I'd like to get to know better. Maybe we could go for a jog, or he can show me a map. So that's something that I can definitely dive into a little bit further as I get to know him.
The reason why I chose grow and stay, because I feel like that there's a connection between me and her. And when I found out that she chose grow and stay, also, I got excited about it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I was a little bit surprised that he chose grow and stay, just because I feel like he was a little bit more reserved, but I couldn't really tell if he was feeling me or not, but it's nice to know that he was.